So, just to get started, um, hello again. My name is Maya Zeigler, and I'm a career specialist here at the FAMU Career and Professional Development Center. So, today we're going to be talking about professionalism in the workplace. And what is that? Well, a May 2006 survey interviewed 400 employers, and they found that these are some real issues facing current organizations in the 21st century. Help change this. So if employers think they must teach new employees, these skills, you will be more successful in your job search if you can demonstrate that you already know, understand, and apply these skills. The employees in the survey cited these skills as the most important ones that new entrants need to succeed in the workplace. So, in this presentation, we're going to touch on several of these areas. The survey found that new workforce entrants needed these skills, yet many are lacking them. So, guess what, guys? You are not in the academic bubble anymore. Just as you transition from high school to college, there will be a transition from college to work. You have to find the appropriate balance between the past and the present. This requires a shift in attitude, being able to be accountable to others, such as your boss, your supervisor, and your colleagues. Showing up on time, making sure that you meet your deadlines, recognizing that others rely on you shows that you are not alone and you do not exist in a bubble. New demeanor. That shows that you are no longer the goof off, no longer the party guy or the party girl, no longer the class clown. You can always set time aside for that, but that's your personal life. And make sure that you keep your personal and your work life separate. Okay? Adapt to the culture and expectations of your new position. It will take time for you to study and identify the culture. Don't jump in before you know. It may take some time, but your success in your new career depend on your ability to not just do the work, but collaborate with others, communicate effectively, and in other words, just be a professional. You don't have to be a robot. You can have your personality, but it needs to fit with others in the company and with the company culture. Pay attention to the people you aspire to be like. Find a mentor within the company. Ask questions privately. Work ethic is not just what your employer can do for you, but rather what can you do for your employer? Can they count on you? Are you a go to person? Be mindful of what you post on social media as well. What you put in your social media accounts can have an effect on your career. And keep in mind that your digital footprint lasts forever. So, with that, don't do or say anything stupid or that could wreck your career. With company dress, you dress based on the company culture and type of work. Generally, you're looking at professional or conservative dress, although you have employers that are shifting towards business casual. Make sure that you're well groomed. That means you have to limit the amount of cologne or perfume you put on every day. Make sure that you bathe, shower, wash your hair, and brush your teeth on a regular basis. And this is just not for work, this is preventative health care. You want to dress for the type of job you want, not the job you have. Ladies, if you want to be taken seriously as a professional, please do not show cleavage. No matter how stylish and no matter what movies and what television shows portray, do not show cleavage. Cover your tattoos until you know your company culture. Remove rings except for fingers and ears. Once you have a feel for the company culture, you may be able to reinsert the brow ring, but only if you know it would not hinder you in doing your job or keep you from moving up in your profession. Your dress and professional demeanor can help you overcome the stigma of being the college kid and the new guy. Overall, avoid extremes of dress and behavior. Oral and written communication takes practice. You must be able to understand others and make them understand you. You must provide relevant information, but don't overwhelm with inappropriate or unnecessary details. Be direct, be concise, be polite, be pleasant. Learn to read others' body language, facial expressions, and focal cues. If you don't feel comfortable with your ability to read body language, there are entire books written on the subject. Pick up one. Written communication. If no one can understand what you mean, if it is not clear or effective, use good grammar and punctuation. It can make the difference between a problem and a non-issue. When emailing, be mindful of constantly using reply all, CC, and sending all of your messages with high importance. After all, is it really necessary? Teamwork and collaboration. You have to recognize and accept that others may be different than you in many ways. Just because there are differences, it doesn't mean they are wrong. Be a productive team leader. Don't waste others' time. Build collaborative relationships with colleagues and customers. Also remember there's no I in team. Be there for others. Offer support, encouragement, ideas, constructive criticism, and assistance. Don't bring down the group. Be known for being inspirational and an uplifter. Commitment takes loyalty and dedication. You're also working for the interests of the company, not your personal agenda and motives. You commit for the next hour or the next day. Do the best you can for the project you are working on at that particular time. Make sure that you show up and follow through. Critical thinking and problem solving usually refers to applying math and science concepts to the workplace. However, in this context, we are talking about it from a career development perspective. Your learning isn't over, it is just beginning. Many companies provide and expect additional training in their field or on topics related to the organization. Make sure that you don't become complacent, but always strive for new opportunities. Recognize that you will be learning new things throughout your career. If you make mistakes, and you will make mistakes, make sure that you apologize and fix it. Do whatever you need to do. But make sure that you don't make the same mistake more than once. Make sure that you attend conferences. The more you know, the more you can contribute. Prove yourself to be knowledgeable and reliable without becoming the company know it all. Your degree may be recent and your knowledge up to date, so use it to enhance the years of experience and know how that others bring to the table. Your career growth and success will depend on your ability to meet and exceed expectations of your colleagues and management. Constructive criticism and annual periodic evaluations do happen, and they are necessary in order to achieve professional growth. Ethics and social responsibility. So, in short, if you are working for someone and you can't agree with the way that they do business, you need to get out. Social and corporate responsibility. The idea of one's voluntary responsibility to society and larger community, and in order to take a proactive stance for something. You do have companies that have humanitarian and charitable causes, and they may want your personal involvement in social responsibility projects. Be ready to be active in this. With social responsibility, you have to remember what your mom taught you. Say please and thank you. Mind your manners. Also, clean up after yourself in the workplace. Wipe up your mess after eating. If you finish the coffee, start a new pot. Say hello to others with a smile. Have an I care attitude. Even if you don't really care deep down, fake it, but fake it well. Use an indoor voice. Not everyone in the office wants to hear what you have to say, even if you think it is the most brilliant thing. That also should that should also include cell phone conversations. If you do receive a personal phone call at work, make sure that you take that conversation outside or find another quiet area to have that conversation. Develop and hone the skills. You need to practice before landing that first job. Get out and be with others in professional settings. Make sure you do something and utilize your campus career center for practicing this. Then we have um, meeting times for mock interviews, um, making sure that you are networking correctly in order to help you get that job. Watch others in positions of authority. Emulate the best of what they do. Learn better ways of doing everything else. So that concludes my presentation. Again, my name is Maya Ziegler. You can reach me through Handshake. If you don't have a Handshake account, go ahead and do so. You can also reach out to me via Zoom, the Zoom app, and I will have a no, wait. I will post my phone number um, momentarily. But once again, thank you for participating, and you have a nice day.